Don't worry, it's going to be easy. Don't be afraid. You know we love you. We love you loads. Love you long
Yeah.
time. Over
I
love,
never
the
see I
warriors
never
for
see
you.
man we go make me fear.
Okay. Anyway, that's all well and good. Ladies and gentlemen, world-renowned blogger Stella Dimoko Korkus. Did I
Add
get
some
it?
respect. Add some respect. I'm a journalist.
Journalist. Hey. Because even we said we don't join on for that blogging.
I'm actually a blog analyst. Journalist who
Blognalist.
blogs, yeah.
A journalist who blogs. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Um,
My
let's
pleasure.
start with the easy part of it. I'm sure, I doubt if there's anyone listening to me right now that is not familiar with the name Stella Dimoko Korka. So she needs no introduction. Let me just
Mm-hmm.
present her to you. And here she is. So tell us a little bit about your journey. Many people just see you as a blogger. You said today that you're a journalist that writes
Be
a blog.
specific. What journey? I be driver. I dey drive trailer. What
uh
journey?
your career journey. Where did you start? Um, how did you uh, carve? Because what you did was to carve out a path for yourself, more like. So, how was the journey so far regarding your choice of career?
Thank you, Freeze, for that nice question. I didn't set out to be a journalist, even though I started my ball from small, I didn't
Yes.
set out to be a journalist. I actually wanted to be a lawyer,
Oh wow.
It didn't work out. I didn't see my name in the list. I go to speak pidgin, you get?
Feel
I don't see my
free.
name for that list for school. So come fall enter another degree. So I was like, when I read this one finish, I'll still go read law. But you know how it be now. When you come
Yes.
out of school, you just they look yourself, they look left, they look right, you're confused. So I actually
I'm listening.
who they talk for? They distract me and vex.
No vex.
Okay. So I actually had my plans interrupted when I graduated from school with a third class. I was confused. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to start from. I was just confused. The turning point for me was I sat down one day in my friend's house after I'd had a lot of people turn me down for bank jobs and all that, because when they just look at how smart I am, I'm talking, I can, carry on conversations, and they look at my result, they'll be like, "Is this your result?" Me too, I'll not go quiet. I was actually embarrassed in the beginning. I was just thinking on this particular day, I said, work no day anywhere for me. I can't go back to school because I cannot afford it. I barely came out, with my two legs intact. So I saw a newspaper, magazine advertisement for Hint magazine. They wanted somebody who could write, and my friend said, "I see your job," and I'm like, "What do you mean? I could write stories will not be true or what?" Hints was a fictional magazine. I'm
Yeah.
like, "You don't insult me, so I'm gonna go write stories will not be true. I'll be waiting." She now said, "Just go, just go." So I said, "It's true, I'm not doing anything." So the next day, I walked in there and I saw a lot of people also waiting for the job. As take big, see us with plenty. So the turning point was when they told us to write something about where we were seated in, and I looked around me. Everywhere was like dilapidated. The roof was almost coming down on me, and I said, "This is what I'm going to write." And every other person there, they were writing how nice the place looked and blah blah. I told them how bad where I was sitting was, and after some minutes, I saw when we had submitted. I saw some people passing by, looking and laughing, and I'm like, "Why are they laughing?" Until Tony Khan came out and asked me if I can start writing immediately, and I was like, "When I employ me for this thing when I write?" And that was it for me. That was the turning point, and that was how I came into journalism. I started as a fictional writer, and then I moved on to encomium, where the real deal was, where you had to go out in the field and look for news, like a gun in a battle, fight and get killed or you kill. And that's how it started for me. I went out there and I saw it was my thing. My blood was boiling. I thought this is what I was made for. Bank job, go to the side, and I went in and that was how it started. My story started.
Beautiful. What university did you attend? I meant to ask that, but I didn't want to cut your flow. At the
Univer.
Oh, I thought you were about to say greatest UIT. Oh,
Greatest of the greatest. Which one is greatest UI?
now you are the greatest too.
You won't come drag school with me. Is this not my interview?
Oh yeah. All right, Uniben for today. We'll allow you to flow with that. Beautiful, beautiful. I love the way you stumbled upon your passion and realized it was you all along. It was just that you didn't know it. And that's a word of encouragement to people out there. Many people are
Yes.
going to stumble upon life is a journey. When I started my YouTube channel, I actually wanted to do car reviews. And I did a few car reviews and nobody was watching car reviews until I brought Tonto Dike. And then from Tonto Dike, I kept bringing one or two big celebs and finally ended with Hush Puppy before the lockdown. And
Can I ask you a question about Hush Puppy?
yes.
Because this is also your interview. You cannot be interviewing a journalist who cannot interview.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
You have a kind of some brouhaha with him and all that. A lot of people think you
With
actually
Hush
took
Puppy.
some money. You know your story. I've seen a few
No,
things
you see,
here and there.
let me say it. I've said it once, but I'll say it again. 50 kobo is the smallest Nigerian currency, Abi.
Yeah.
Or should I say 10 kobo? Even though it doesn't exist. And 10 cents or 10 pence.
Okay, you didn't collect money from him.
She buying, as in not even take this money and help me give somebody. Hush was just cool to me the way you're cool to me. I'm
No,
sure.
I'm not cool to. No, I'm not cool to you. I can't be cool to you the way Hush was cool to you. Why was Hush cool to you? What did he want from you?
Nothing. We just got along. Some people just get along. They have similar political ideology or similar religious views.
Me and you get along, but we fight. We fight because
I know, but it's all well and
I'm
good.
a jealous friend. If you try rubbish with me, we fight.
Talking about jealousy, let's even go down that line. Who do you consider your competition?
My competition, in the blogging.
In the blogging, journalism.
Journalism is different from blogging. Because
Okay.
people we have out there blogging, they're not journalists. So it's a challenge for me that I have to be in competition with people who are not really competent. They break the news, they deliver the news, but they bring it in a scattered dish. Sometimes I see news and I have to rearrange it to fit my pattern, my mentality, the way I see news. My kind of news changes with time. But blogging, those people who are not really schooled to become journalists, but are blogging because of, I don't know, blogging is like a hobby. But if you don't have the knowledge, you don't come with a journalistic intent, you mess it up. So when you're talking about competition, there's really nobody out there for me to compete with. I am in competition with myself. I want to be better every day. I go around the internet sometimes at night. I look at what these people have served for the day. I say to them, oh, they tried. But I am my own competition. Do you understand? I want to be
Absolutely.
better tomorrow than I was today.
Absolutely.
Out there as a threat. Nobody scares me.
As a journalist, how would you rate someone like Auntie Kemi Olunloyo?
I hope you're not trying to throw me under the bus because it's not going to work.
Not really. You threw me under the bus with Hush Puppy, so one.
Oh,
We started
I
gentle and we'll
respect
continue
that, Kemi,
gentle.
but I know where your mind is going.
No,
I
I'm
will
just
take any
asking.
question you bring on. I don't care what it is. Now, as for Kemi, Kemi belongs to a different school of thoughts. She belongs to a different kind of journalism that does not exist in Nigeria where you live. She has a high intellect. People see her as crazy, but she's crazy and intelligent. That's how I see her. She belongs to, I place her here, you know. I don't really want to bring her out there for people to drag her now because that's what they always do. Kemi is very intelligent. I look up
I
to
agree.
her to be better. I follow the way she does her news.
Oh wow.
I
Uh-huh.
follow her and I see the way she twists her sometimes. Okay. I respect Kemi. I think she's doing a good job with the Nigerian on the Nigerian terrain. You get?
Yeah.
Let's move on. Let's leave Kemi. Let's
Okay.
talk about something else. Let's talk about someone else.
Someone else. Okay, since we're still talking about bloggers, the new generation bloggers right now are on Instagram. A lot of them. It's like Instagram created a new world where the quick blogging business seems to have gathered much ground and seems to have built quite a storm. I can't even keep up with the number of new blogs coming up. So, what's your take on blogs like Instablog and people like Tunde Ednot who also do blogging by the side, even though Tunde Ednot is an entertainer?
Please, did you come as a trailer? You're throwing me under. You're throwing me again. You're crushing me this
Okay,
time.
just this one
Why
more
do you want
time.
to?
Because let me tell you why I'm asking this. Let me be honest. Let me tell you why I'm asking this. Because you see,
Yeah.
the transition from online, laptop, those days, 10 years ago, all the blogs we read were online. Even before the newspapers joined you people, it was you, Bella, Linda, and I think there was Ladun Liadi back then
Yeah.
and Leila's blog.
Okay. Yeah.
There were about 5 blogs, and once you've gone through those 5, you are done for the day. You have all your news, you have all your gossip, you have all your gist, you have all your everything coming up. Now, it's moved or flipped into in such a way that Instagram has created a fertile ground for bloggers. So, how do you see that kind of blogging? What's your take on that kind of blogging?
First and foremost, I don't blog on Instagram. Okay. Because I think it's an unserious platform to deliver serious news. Instagram is a social networking for people to connect. But because of the large traffic there, people now decided to take their news there. But my problem with delivering news on Instagram is that there are a lot of angry people there.
Oh, oh, there are lots of very angry people on Instagram.
Yes, and they don't take the news the way it's supposed to be taken. They take it in an angry way, and then I'm gonna go back to this thing again. How did all these Instagram bloggers, how did they emerge? They emerged because they heard there was money in blogging. Somebody bought a house in Banana Island, and all of a sudden, everybody woke up and wanted to become a blogger. I had a lot of people approaching me, telling me, how can they make money from blogging? And I'm like, I don't have a house yet in Banana Island, so why are you asking me that question? I'm also trying to make money, you know? And all of a sudden, we have this influx of bloggers. It was so much. It was so headache-inducing that I didn't know how they were going to survive, but all of a sudden, they found a landing place on Instagram, which is okay. That's why I don't go there. I don't go near them. I don't want to take their shine from them. I let them do it there, you know? I just think whatever rocks your boat. If they think that Instagram is where they want to blog, and they think blogging is how they want to earn their living, how they want to do their day job, it's fine for them. I don't have a problem with that. I don't go near them, and they shouldn't come near me. I just don't want to talk about these people because they are like a bunch of angry. I don't know how to place it together. The kind of stories you see on Instagram, they are so pathetic, they are so injurious, they are so horrible, they are so horrific that you wonder who pieces the stories together. They are, I don't know. That's not journalism, that's not me. So I don't get involved with such stuff. Do you understand? Don't drag me there.
Okay, wonderful. Now you spoke about money, and you spoke about a lot of people picking up blogging as a career. And part of the reason why I'm having this show with you is there are people who want to go into blogging. And you, as a veteran, you've seen it all. You've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. What is your advice to people who want to pick blogging up as a career? And please try to tell us when you first started as a blogger on your own, how much were you making in a year? Compare it to the highest amount. You don't have to tell us the amount or tell us the year, but or if you can, we'll be glad to hear it because people are here tuning in. They want to know how Stella rolls. They want to know how can this blogging that I want to go into, can it really pay my bills? Would he be able to send my kids to school? And all those things. So there are people glued to their radio sets, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, who want to hear from a professional. Tell us, is the journey worth starting for someone who wants to
As
go
I
into
did talk,
blogging
when you
now?
finish, you go talk your own.
Okay.
Okay?
Uh-huh.
You go also talk your own.
No problem.
Okay. In the beginning, I came from print journalism into blogging online. When I left my day job on the print and I came online, I was confused. I didn't make so much money as a print journalist. I barely made. Oh, sorry, my boss. My former boss. I got to say this. I was earning 30,000 naira officially. I was talked to that job because I was loyal, but I saw there were others making more, but I couldn't leave at that time. So when I left, I came down to zero. Then I came online and I was wondering. I said, okay. Sometimes I see people who say I make $5,000 a month online, and I'm like, I beg, go and sit down. This is a lie. So when I came online and I got on Blogger, and I registered to monetize my traffic, it says it will pay you out. I set a threshold for $70, and it was going to pay me out when I got to $70. I had blogged for 6 months and I was on $7. And I asked myself in the beginning, and I asked myself, I said, so how am I supposed to get to this? Will it take me a year to make $70? I don't understand. So that my first blog was deleted because I stepped on toes with it. And then I got my next blog, and then I wasn't monetizing my blog. In the first few years, I did not monetize my blog because I wanted to first focus on building my traffic, because the blog that was deleted, I see saying traffic person they use to make money. So when I got the new blog, why monetize it and torture yourself and be thinking about the money when you don't have the traffic? So what I did was I said I was going to build my traffic, and which was what I did. So actually, there was a time people thought I was making money from my blog. I wasn't. When I started making money was when the adverts started popping up. I'm not going to go into specifics. Make people where they disturb person for COVID palliative not going to increase for my matter. But what I would try to talk, they say, I earn a living from my job. I'm not going to say I earn a living from blogging. As a journalist, I have invested enough into the job. So what I'm getting now is like, I'm harvesting. You understand? I'm not going to say I'm not making money, and I'm not going to say I've made too much money. I am okay. I'm at a G spot of my career right now. Everything is just in place for me. Anybody who's coming into blogging now, you will not be able to use blogging to pay school fees or pay house rent. That's why I'm saying that most of these people who are into blogging now, they blackmail people for a lot of stories. They pay them for dirty stories. That's how most of them survive. That's why I get angry when people tell me I blackmail people for story. Nobody can come out and tell me I blackmail them for story. I don't. If you bring advert, I'm even going to ask you, what is your advert about? The minute I see that is a story that looks like something that wants to pull somebody down, I don't take it. Do you understand? I get my adverts, it's straight, it's clean. Maybe in the beginning when I started blogging, I made one or two mistakes, like people bringing story to me. When I do it, they will now tell me that the person that you wrote about wants you to bring it down and wants to give you money in place for it. I fell into that one or twice. I now saw that it was a wrong path to go. So I redirected my steps. But if you come into blogging and you want to live a luxurious life from blogging, you need to go that dirty road, which is not good, because sooner or later they're going to get you arrested and you're going to fall into where you're not supposed to be. Like I said before, blogging is a hobby which you combine to something else. If you come into blogging thinking you're going to build a house or you're going to buy a house, you're going to pay school fees, you're going to live the good life, then you are coming with a twisted thought. That means you need to go that road. You understand? I have built my traffic over the years, so I make money from my traffic. I don't need to go left or right. I don't need to go south. Do you understand? I'm on the right lane. I'm doing it right now. But if you come into blogging right now and you think you're going to make the impact I'm making, or you look at me and people come to me, new bloggers, they tell me, teach me how to make money, teach me how to blog the way you blog. I say, my blogging pattern is peculiar to me. I'm controversial. I be pepper body. You understand? Everything that is me is put into what I write. Sometimes I can be writing in English. I can just switch to pidgin like that. You understand? I find my style. It has to do with me. I cannot tell you to do what I do. If you study me and you see how I write, then go put it into yourself and try to bring out that thing that's inside of you. Sure, you get. So if you come inside blogging, you can't say you won't make money, emergency money, you'll be thief. You'll be thief. When they work like that, you'll be politician if you think say you will enter blogging. Come on to come make money. When we dig here, we still they hustle. Do you understand?
Absolutely. Now, how many hours a day? That's another important question that a lot of people want to know. How many hours a day do you blog, you personally?
Oh my God, Freeze, you don't want to know. 24 hours is not enough for me. In the beginning, when I was still submitting to my print, it was okay. But when I started my blog, sometimes I sleep and I blog. And when I don't post and finish, I go see mistakes. People go, they say, mistake. I'll then go correct them. It's not enough. That's why I had to set, by 6 p.m., I'm done with blogging. Look, when I read all the one I don't post since morning, make I go rest. Because my day starts at 5 a.m. Sometimes all through the night, I'm preparing stories for the next day. I'm preparing headlines. I'm looking for stuff. I'm creating my own content from old content and from stuff I see. Do you understand? It's very challenging. It's not just copy and paste. That's when you need to sit down and recreate. You're like a painter. You're like a sculptor. You're like a doctor. You're like a lawyer. When you want to create your own content, you give it everything. 24 hours is not enough for me. Do you understand? Sometimes I get sick from not getting enough sleep. I had to refocus and re-strategize. Do you understand? If you want to come into blogging, whilst you are thinking about making the money, remember say you will lose sleep. You will get time for your family. Do you understand? Your social life is going to suffer because if you want to blog, you have to blog. You have to give up a lot. Do you get? I found the balance, but in the beginning, it wasn't so easy.
Mm.
Hmm?
Can we talk about relationships, married life, kids? Okay, you know what?
Or my
Just sum it
part?
up by yourself so that I will not, it will not be like I'm asking you questions. Just tell us
Ask
about.
me the question.
Okay.
Ask me. You don't fear.
So,
Ask me.
I know Stella is married. Tell us a bit about your husband.
A bit about him. How?
Eh,
Ask the questions.
when did you meet him? How did you meet him? How has your relationship with him been? How has his support for your blogging been? How many kids do you have? Just sculpt it together as the sculptor that I know you to be.
I have two teenage bambinos,
Hey!
beautiful kids. I have the most beautiful boys, you know. I have the most beautiful boys. If you've seen them, you know. I shot that part of me out of the social media because I wanted my kids to have a normal life
Life.
growing up. You
Mm-hmm.
know, it wasn't easy, but I did it. If you do work past today, see my picking, you go pass him. You're not gonna say at him. That's what I wanted, and that's how it is. As for my husband, you cannot have a superwoman like me and not support her. I'm a superwoman. I come into your life and I come with sunshine. So when I didn't hear you, you need to support me. He supports me. He doesn't have a choice, you know. That's the only aspect of him I'm going to talk about because I don't like to talk about him. It's just that way. I've heard people say I'm married to an old man. That's why I don't like to talk about him. My husband is 47. He's not an old man. He just doesn't want to come into my drama in any way at all. He's drama free. He doesn't know how I survive it. He doesn't know how I do it. He panics when he gets to me and I have to talk about him. He doesn't want me to drop anything. He just doesn't. He can't survive my drama. So let's leave him out of it, okay? If you
Okay.
want, I can talk about my boyfriend, but I don't want to talk about my husband.
Oh, yeah. Tell us about your
Oh my
boyfriend.
God.
Tell us about
You
your
say what?
boyfriend.
I didn't get that.
You say you want to talk about your boyfriend. I say, okay, good.
You see
Let's
as
tell
your
us.
eyes shine now. You see as your eyes shine now. Make
And
I
why
talk
my
about
eye
my
no go shine? One
boyfriend.
here
Be like
sweet
you say you want
gist.
talk about boyfriend. Hey boo. Hey boo. Hi.
Hmm. All right.
Trees, you be my boyfriend now. You know, tell your wife say you be my boyfriend.
I go kuku tell am oh, make I even tell the whole Nigeria self.
Tell her now, confess.
Now, how long have you been in
I'm
Germany? Yeah, sorry.
what?
How long have you
You
been
say
in
what?
Germany?
I've been I took off from Nigeria in 2004. I took off because when I was leaving, I actually wanted to leave. The country just tired me. So now when people they say don't tire them, I they laugh because you don't say wait tire us. I left in 2004. I left to Austria. From Austria, I got to Germany.
And how has living abroad? How are you tired of living abroad? Do you want to come home or you don't resign? Saying, "Ah, there you go, there."
Freeze.
Huh?
You see, there's a difference between living abroad and living abroad. I live the good life. I don't spare anything to get the comfort that I want.
Hmm.
I don't think the kind of life I live here, I would have to kill people to live it in Nigeria because everything in Nigeria, if you don't have money, you can't have comfort. You understand? You need to go the extra mile to get things. I don't know. I don't know about coming back home permanently. I can visit. I can still relate. But the last time I came home, I was psychologically broken because you just go to some places. You see stuff that the government can just easily fix, but they let it get so bad that I don't know. It's horrible. You see houses that should be broken down and rebuilt. You see roads that can be fixed. You see hungry people that can get food. You see, it starts the minute you come out from the airports. It's as if you just walk into hell. You know, I don't understand it. I didn't plan to describe it like this, but the first time I traveled and I was coming back home, that's how I felt. And I began to ask questions. Everywhere looked so dilapidated. You need to go to a particular side of Lagos to feel. There was one time I came home with my son, and I said, "Come, my boy, let me take you to my old neighborhood." When we got there, he said, "Mama, you grew up here." I said, "Come on, quiet here." Now we turn to area, you know. So my boy was not comfortable at all. He said, Mama, everywhere is too dirty. I said, shut up. Now here your mama grew up. Look and well. You know, the boy just stand for one corner, freeze, because where we went to, there was ceiling fan. So he was shaking. He said, Mama, that's a weapon. That's very dangerous. He was hiding. I said, I beg una off fan.
Hey!
Where he was trying to get a drink. Like 20 children just come surround and say, Oyiboni, Oyiboni. My pikin now said, Mama, I'm leaving here. So we left. We now went to VI. As soon as we stepped into, is it one of these malls? I don't know what that is. We stepped into one of these malls. I can't remember. My son just said, Mama, we're in Europe. I said, you see, we were at Ajegule, Olodia Papa's side. He was crying. We got to VI and he screamed, I like it here. You know, so it was just too wide. It was too wide. When I come back home, if I don't want to be harassed by family members, I need to go to a very good hotel where there's security, pay a lot of money, so that people just don't walk in and steal your things or come and put guns to your head or want to kidnap your child. You can't just walk in the way you come abroad and you can stay anywhere. So please don't ask me about when I'm going to come back home. Let me ask you when the government is going to fix Nigeria so that I can come back home and feel safe. I can't even bring my kids right now because my kids, they are teenagers now. I want to bring them home, take them around and show them this is where your mother grew up. This is how she got street smart. And they fear because my kids are like 90% white. They can't hide in the crowd. If I come house now, I feel just tie wrapper, wear buba, hide. I'll blend into the crowd. But my kids cannot hide. So I'm scared that I might be robbed, my kids might be hurt, or they might be kidnapped. Don't blame me. It's the kind of things I read on the internet. It messes up your head whether you like it or not. So
you mean the kind of things you people post on the internet? Now they read, now they post.
Yes, I know. So what I'm trying to say is that don't ask me when I'm coming back home.
I get you.
I can come and visit, but I'm not thinking about relocating.
Let's talk about politics a little. Let's talk about politics a little. Or should we leave it?
From blogging to politics.
Just a little. What do you in one sentence, how do you see Nigeria and what do you think the way forward is for Nigeria politically?
There's no forward for Nigeria. Nigeria is at a standstill. And it will remain there unless all those your politicians then die finish and new politicians are pushed into this thing. These old politicians where they just they recycle themselves. They don't have a future for Nigeria. They don't have plans. It's not going anywhere. It's a pity. When you hear Nigeria for news, your mind go cut because there are people around and what they hear about your country is how they used to look at you. It's horrible. Do you understand? Anytime there's news about Nigeria, it's always bad news. People will just be calling me, tune to this station. I'll see the news. I'm like, oh my God. Politicians, we don't have politicians in Nigeria. We have killers, professional killers. They just take your money, watch you die, and then they go and enjoy it. That's why I'm happy for this coronavirus because it just showed all of us that we're all on the same level. Whether you rich, you poor, nobody could use their money to step above the other. So we don't get politicians for Nigeria, not killers, hired killers. Now we get.
Okay, let me open up the phone lines and for questions. Anybody has any question for Auntie Stella here, my gorgeous sister who is...
Don't call me Auntie. I want to ask you, Pastor, come.
Oh yeah, I'm here.
Advise people, may they no give offering. Do you collect offering?
No, we don't collect offering. We don't collect tithe.
You lead people go hell with this your preaching where they preach every time.
No.
People don't like you because you're like a doomsday prophet.
Well, this year go rugged, or the year no rugged.
Well, that one was just a slang you adopted. Not like you. You didn't see anything. If TB Joshua and all other pastors not see anything to talk, now you go come see.
Stella, this one I hate too. I see him. I talk him for January. For January before
Make I tell you
COVID.
wetin una dey do all these Nigerian pastors. They go gist. Wait, make I tell you wetin pastors they do. Then get group of friends. They go gist with people for politics, gist with people for entertainment, gist with people for gist. They'll come gather gist. They'll come they use and they do vision scene for church. And I don't want to just talk too much.
Talk.
Gist with pastor now tell and say, one only do that dress no well, oh. The pastor will just go for church the next Sunday, just give testimony. Nollywood, be careful. Somebody is sick amongst you. Not be something that they do.
No, me, you know me.
Hey, pastor, pray for me. Who they sick? Pray for me. Who they sick?
You know, Stella, me, I'm I'm more of a scripture teacher. I just teach scripture. I don't do too much of prophecy.
Why do you turn the Bible? You take the Bible and you tear it apart. That's my impression. You give meanings that cannot be seen. Where do you get these interpretations from?
You know, I studied scripture in Latin, Vestus.
How can you study scripture? Is scripture not something that is given to somebody from God? Like
yes, but you see, no, when God gives you a revelation, let me explain it to you. When God gives you a revelation, how do you know it's a revelation from God? The scriptures say, test everything so that you know what is good. So all the revelations that I bring forth, I back them up 100% with the scriptures. There is nothing I have ever said.
You are not a pastor. You are not a pastor.
Stella, you are breaking. Wait till the network brings you back. Yeah, can you hear me now? Okay, we're having a bit of audio with Stella, a bit of issues with Stella's audio. Can you hear us? Stella, your mic don't go. We can't hear you. Stella, can you hear me? She can't hear. Okay, guys, a bit of an issue. I'm going to bring her right back. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? No, first of all, face me and tell me you can hear me. If you can hear me, then I'll bring Stella back because we lost her mic. Oh yeah, Stella, say hi. Okay, fantastic. So you can hear me now. Stella, say hi. So I can bring you back. Adobe.
Yes, Daddy Freeze.
Things are getting quite hot. Please let people know that the question and answer session is going to be open anytime from now. 0700 993 993 993.
Absolutely, and you can as well send in your WhatsApp messages to the phone number 0809 597 5805.
Okay, so
Do we have her back?
I'm trying to get her back. I think the interview, we lost her voice totally. We couldn't hear her say anything. Somebody is saying, what internet are you using, man? It's better than American. My internet is bad, man. I use fiber optics. And I pay about 100K a month to have this internet. So you guys just need to understand that my internet is better than internet in some countries. We run an online church? How do you think we're able to run an online church if the internet is not world class? Okay, fantastic. She has said hi, so she's back. Yeah. So we're bringing her back. Now we can hear you. So Stella, are you ready for me to answer the question? Because you go to ask question, only you go to answer the question.
Are they here now?
So you asked me about Revelation. You said
God just removed.
No. You see, you can't say that. I studied scriptures, I was saying before, in Latin, Hebrew, Greek, Aramaic, the first 4 languages of scripture. And they always talk about anybody will read Bible for English, now fully they fool himself. The Bible existed for 1,500 years before they translated it to English. So if you start reading all the original languages, you go to see, say, the people will translate English, now nonsense they do. Then you will start realizing how manipulative religion is. I have friends who are priests, I have friends who are pastors, I have friends who are GOs, and we sit down and discuss sometimes. And when we're candid with one another, there are many things that we all agree on. One, religion has been monetized. You talk of monetizing your blog.
Have we turned this into Sunday school?
No, be you ask question. I don't go talk. You ask me question, and they answer you.
The answer don't too long past all my answers. You want
Okay.
to preach now?
Okay. Okay. You say I tear Bible upside down. I lie. I don't tear Bible upside down. I dey preach am as it be originally, but because they don't know.
Now you write Bible where you go to preach am originally.
No, but I read the original one where they write, and I know say the one way that they do for this Nigeria na nonsense. They know sabi am.
I carry message come. People say, man, I tell you, say they not like you because of how you preach the Bible. So make you change your ways. And they say you too, they attack pastors.
I know they attack pastors. If pastor lie, and I tell you, say this pastor lie.
How you know say pastor lie?
When pastor tell you something, we know they inside Bible. Let me give you an example. Pastor we talk say if you no pay tithe, you go hellfire. I say make they show me where it is inside Bible.
Una two never die, una they drag tithes, who go pay, who not pay, who go hellfire. Una die, go come back. Then we can believe whatever it is. You know?
So they don't fight me, fight them. Me, I don't fight them. Me, I just ask them, say this thing where you talk, brother me, abi daddy me. Inside this Bible, show me where it is. At least now Bible we take the learn this Christianity. Oh yeah, show me. They know instead of me they show you, they come they curse me. Daddy Freeze, he's a wicked soul, he's the Antichrist, he's leading you people to hellfire. Why? Because I collect AdSense. You know, say church get AdSense. So me, I just come out the AdSense. To make money, they had them. They're just they happy. The ones who borrow loan go fit pay back. So which side you dey? You dey my side, I be dey their side. Because sometimes you go blow come my side, sometimes you go blow go their side. I can't they fear you.
I just say anyone I beg. When they rejoice in their own church.
Now, talking about church, you live in Germany. What is church life like in Germany? Do you go to church? Do you take your children to church? Do you pay tithe in Germany?
Now, can you hear me?
Clearly.
I go to Catholic church because my kids are Catholic and they serve in the church, every Sunday. But because originally I'm not Catholic, when there was some years back, I tried to attend Nigerian churches, Pentecostal churches, like I know. Catholic church go do 45 minutes, they don't close, everybody don't go. Nigerian church go start by 1 p.m. when people they do lunch, visitors they come. They go start by 1 p.m. And then when they start, everybody they dress. When you enter, they look dressing. They go they look you from shoe. You say we can't look your shoe, say they go look you from shoe. Then my first shocking experience, I just make a stroll enter the church. So I hold €5 from her and say, you go do for, put for the basket. After I put that €5 finish, basket passed me again like 4 times. I went to that church by 1 p.m. By 4:30, I was still there. I just call my husband and say, please come and pick me. I can't do this anymore. The basket passed me like 4 times. I can't shame. Because they can't look me, they will be this one. Look me rich shoe as in. What he can't do here where enough he puts. I'm like, is this what this is all about? Then I said, okay, maybe it's this church. After like 1 year, I tried another church again. When I
Hey.
enter church when they don't start the service small. So when I could just come like that, I could enter from back. Everybody could just start today. They could look who enter. How come they uncomfortable? Say, which kind of church be this? Why are these people so physical? Pastor said when they front they preach, you can't carry him preaching, come back. In the name of Jesus, you're gonna look you. You'll just say, this pastor, this church not pure at all. They will come do offering again 10 times. Now I say no, church is not for me in Germany. So I stuck to my Catholic church, and that's where I go. We're happy. For Catholic church, if you give offering, you go receive letter where you go take collect tax on top. You can do tax returns on whichever offering you give in the Catholic church. You understand?
Oh, wow.
Next time when I go Catholic church, I put money for envelope. I don't write my name, nothing. So I dropped it. I put €200. I don't write my name. I just dropped it. Just wanted to give something. I don't know, so they watch me. They saw me put it. Like a week later, I received something from church for me to add it to my tax returns. So I'll get something. I'm like, how they take no? So what is this? So after that, I now said, oh, no privacy inside this thing. You can't give anonymously because they have to account for how they got that money as well. Do you understand? Because it will be used religiously. They go use them well. Nothing like embezzling. Nothing like pastor will live bigger than people when they come to church. Do you understand? And Nigeria, church is all about dressing. Church is all about showing off. Here, I just wear I dress casual. I just wear my denim, wear my shoe, wear jackets, just walk into church. You praise God, you come out and you are gone. You are not distracted by perfume, by jewelry, by one person eyeing you or anything. But when you go to Nigerian churches, you see all those vanities that distract you. So I've kind of lost faith in Nigerian churches. I'm sorry, because they are too physical. That's me.
Beautifully said.
My comment tonight, I'm sorry.
Beautifully said. Beautifully said. Now, so that they will not say I'm greedy and I've taken up all your time, I'm going to open the phone line 0700 993 993 993. We're live on 99.3 Nigeria Info. So we're taking your questions and they must not be longer than 30 seconds so Stella can answer them. Now, keep your questions polite. If you ask rude questions, we will not honor them. We're also taking comments on WhatsApp. Adaobi, what's the WhatsApp number? 0809 597 5805. Stella, she's greeting you.
Hi.
Adaobi is my partner on Live and Dangerous. We have a show called Live and Dangerous. And it's the only show that can bring Stella. Is it easy to bring Stella? We did try now. You don't ever do radio interview before?
You try.
We try. We did try. Okay, everybody say Ada is pretty. They are hailing Ada. Okay, so that's the number. Ada, let me say the number. Let me know if I got it right. 0809 597 5805. Is that right?
Yes, please.
Okay, so we're going to start taking comments, and please open up the phone lines. Let us take phone calls. So, ladies and gentlemen, one of Nigeria's biggest bloggers, journalists, and blogger journalists together, plus my very good friend, who me and Am, they always fight. If I tell the world, don't know who finished our fight. To me and Stella fought for 4 years.
Hello, I can hear you. Please go ahead. Good evening.
All right, Victor, what's your question?
Okay, I want to ask Stella, what's her greatest desire for the African woman? What's her greatest desire
For the African woman.
the African feminine evolve?
Okay, Stella, what is your greatest desire for the African feminist? Show you the hear our callers as they get sense.
Why you turn into feminist? I thought I heard woman.
Okay, woman. He said woman. He started with woman, then he moved to feminist.
My greatest desire.
I want to see your face. I can't see your face. So.
Unite. Unity. Unite. Stop killing each other. Stop being jealous. I desire to see the African woman unite with her neighbor. That's all.
All right, question answered. Stella desires to see the African woman unite with her neighbor. That is beautiful. That is indeed beautiful. Okay, more calls 0700 993 993 993 and send your WhatsApp messages to 0809 597 5805. Adaobi, over to you, my darling. Everybody's calling me Baba Omeleko on the. You know, Adaobi's son name is Omeleko. So now me be Baba.
Good evening. Okay, welcome back.
My question is
Yes, your question comes to me. No be me they do interview. Me care. Why they, when Stella full grind, they ask me question. Me where I go still there tomorrow.
maybe for another time.
Yes, for another time, for tomorrow. We have Stella. You're asking me, who am I when we have Stella?
You know they drag me. Thank you. You go sabi.
Stella, do you speak Yoruba?
Daddy Freeze.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, he's asking you something. Please go
Eh.
ahead.
Ada, tell him to ask me tomorrow
Okay, he said ask him tomorrow.
so that we can finish with Stella. Stella is waiting awake just because of us. So you don't know how lucky we are.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. What's your name?
This is Future calling from Ocean Malaysia.
Alright, please go ahead, sir.
It's not a question though. I just want to make comments pertaining the church aspect.
Okay.
I happen to be a Christian, but notwithstanding, I stand with Daddy Freeze in a lot of things he says about Christianity. It has actually been done to politics in church.
You like this one because he supports you, but the other one you don't let him talk to you. Tell this guy make it go, make it come back again. Make it go. I don't want to start that guy fast.
Make it talk now. Another one they come.
Because he supports you. High five. You don't be distract that guy or I distract myself.
Oh yeah, wait now. Calm down.
This is not your interview. Nobody has a right to ask you questions. I beg. Quick.
Okay, Ada, please. Oh, Stella is Pepe body don't start. Stella will fight me today. Una don't know Stella. Oh. Make I even report Stella give you. Stella fight me today. Say, is it not supposed to be 9:30? Luckily for me, when I sent her the message, I write 10:30 there. So myself, I can't the panic. Say, hey, how I go tell Stella 9:30? I can't go check the message. I see 10:30. My mind can't calm down. Relax.
They come for back like they do 90.
Beautiful things that I've picked up.
They said you have beautiful things that they have picked up. Instead of you to be happy, this is the person you were fighting with, Stella. Can you see your life? He said you have said some very beautiful things that he has picked up for tonight. Indeed, you try. I must tell you.
We have another call. Hello?
Okay.
good evening, Ada.
Yes, good evening. What's your name, sir?
Good evening, Daddy Freeze.
Good evening, sir.
Stella, I don't say I really, really like you. I'm 19 years, and I still I concur with everything I said. This last call I just called now, I'm very sure he's more than 30 seconds against what Daddy Freeze said. The caller before him said he wanted to ask me a question. Daddy Freeze now agrees because it was against him. I'm not actually against Daddy Freeze. I was just supposed for some of the things he says. But I don't think he's always right in everything. And he always tries to force his opinions on people, and that's not right.
Okay, call back tomorrow. Call back tomorrow. Call back tomorrow. This is my day.
He's saying that. Can you see what you cause? He's saying that because I told the other guy that wanted to ask me question to call back tomorrow. I did not allow the guy to talk because he was against me. Show you the here. Meanwhile, I tried to tell the guys, "May carry in question come tomorrow so that we go fit face you today."
But when not there against you, you can't open teeth like us. Laugh.
No, the guy just asked a question and he just hailed me by the side. He just hailed me like side project.
Somebody is asking what's with Stella and Linda KG. What thing do Stella and Linda KG?
Just yes, good evening.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, Ruben from Yaba.
Ruben from Yaba, we have Stella here. Please direct all your comments to Stella. Oh.
I just want to use this opportunity to thank Stella for really, really opening our eyes to where Christianity is being practiced in those part of the world. We can learn from here. But our form of Christianity is horrible. Our form of Christianity is blooded, okay? Because I heard something that this Stella was saying. She was talking about tithe. She was talking about accountability. She was talking about tax. Which means that the money, whatever money she's putting into the box in the church, the federal government of Germany will collect its own. The state in which the church is will collect its own. Even the street that church is operated will also collect its own. So the Germany is like the Caesar. So whatever money starts in those part of the world, Christianity is even start to practice. But in this case, that's right. Everything is about the same, but people always out of ignorance. But thank God for someone like Stella, who has spoken, who has really, really, really explained how things are supposed to be. So thank you very, very much. Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you. People like you, Stella. Me, I dey fear say.
Let me pass you.
Eh?
Let me pass you.
They like you pass me, yes. Me, you know, say I be like Christ. They no like Christ. And Christ said the whole world will hate you.
Now they twist mouth. How they'll take call me, talk one thing, but you don't want them. Call and ask any question.
Oh yeah, call and ask any question. No be me talk, I'm na Stella. So as it be me, I go just stay here, just fold my hand, they look.
Hello. Good evening.
God bless you.
Yes, please. What's your name?
Now so men, oh, because of Ada.
Good evening,
Good evening, sir. Go ahead with your question.
Good evening, your guest, my name is Stella.
Stella Dimoko Kokos.
I want to come from the police. It's something that our leaders, they are just there, they are killers. I'm looking at how our work has been playing out in this country. It's obvious that that's the truth. Mass accumulation of wealth. I don't even want to come from the church or any other. But I would say if the righteous are on the throne, people will rejoice.
Yes. Thank you very much for calling. God bless you. God bless you. Next caller.
What our mind, or how do we come?
God bless you, brother.
Make it talk small more.
Who's the next caller?
Because they do say that.
Ada Obi, please keep it at 30 seconds. Oh. Stella get pepper body, oh, pass me.
Next caller, please.
Next caller, we don't move, go next caller. 30 seconds, oh.
Ask questions. You are calling and making comments. This is a commentary session. I don't understand. Nigerians don't listen. God.
Thank God, say no be me talk.
Ask questions. Challenge me. Just want to hear your voice on radio.
I hail you, sir. They are greeting you, Stella.
Hey, how far?
I had an experience of Nigerian pastor too. Some people to the church there. I think it's a redeem, there. So he called me to talk there. A vision for me, sorry. So I asked.
Bro, do you have any questions to ask me?
Okay, Madam Stella is asking if you have
Any question? Let's keep the questions for Stella. It's not easy to get Stella. You people don't understand how hard it is to get Stella, and then you are gisting her about your pastor.
Hello.
Hello, good evening, ma.
Good evening, sir. What's your name?
My name is Epic.
Okay. What's your question, please?
I'm not actually trying to ask the question, but I just want to appreciate Stella Obasanjo and Daddy Shock.
What? Stella who?
They say you be to Rai Yaradua.
You be Yaradua, Stella Obasanjo. What's that? Can I joke or what?
All right, since you people are not taking questions.
Okay, sir, please go ahead. What's your question?
Somebody has a question.
I just want to thank my sister that what he's saying is very good.
Okay.
She will not forget home. As she is not going to bring her children or something of that nature. I have some people in that, I have somebody in Netherlands. He come here with his children and everything, and nothing happened to them.
Bro. Okay, what's your question?
Come to the house.
Thank you very much. God bless you. I love you.
Oh yeah, Adobe, no more questions from the phone. I can see that the phone people, they just want to talk. You know, our station is a talk station. Stella, our station is a talk station. Everybody just talk. All of us talk. Me talk, you talk, they talk. So let's check WhatsApp. I'm sure people with questions. Please, Ada, do we have any caller on WhatsApp? Any question?
I've been seeing over and over again.
Ada?
Yes, please.
Is there any question, as in better question? Don't you people want to know what Stella spends her money on? All those kind of hot questions. I know ask. Now go they talk about one thing where we talk in passing. We even said me and Stella fought for 4 years. And I don't even want to know how we take settle. Those kind of questions, they don't go ask.
Okay, the WhatsApp still trying to load.
Okay. While the WhatsApp was trying to load, Stella, you said you saw some questions that were popping up. I can't read the comments because I'm trying to coordinate the radio and you at the same time. So is there any question that you have been seeing that you want to answer?
People probably think I'm a coward and I can't face their questions. They probably think sometimes you avoid certain things because you don't want to be involved in drama that you don't want to be dirtied with. They keep asking me what's going on with me and Linda Ikeji. What the hell do they think is going on with us? I don't understand. What do you want me to say? What do they want me to say? They want me to come on an interview where I'm trying to teach people stuff, to start talking about a rivalry that has gone sour, that practically does not exist. See, I'm a positive person. I'm a forward person. People fight and they move on and they learn from their fight. I don't have anything against Linda Ikeji. We're not just in the same shoes. We're not friends. We're not enemies. We're just there. People should just leave this thing and stop dragging it. Let me move on. Let her move on. You want to know story? If I sit down you down, tell you story, what are you going to do with it? Are you going to receive a credit alert or what? I don't understand. Leave us alone. Even if we're fighting, it's not your fight. Go carry your markets, go sell. Leave us. Do you get? Stop wanting to know. Nigerians, stop wanting to know. Boy.
Okay, someone is asking, help me ask Stella what she misses about Nigeria.
Stella, somebody saying, what do you miss about Nigeria?
In Nigeria, I miss, it's crazy, but I'm going to say it. I live in a country where the law works. You can't escape anything. So you have to watch your steps, watch what you do, what you say. Otherwise, you're going to get slammed with a lawsuit. I miss living in a country where the law does not work, where I can get away with anything and everything. That's what I miss about Nigeria. I miss Amala. my amala joints and all that. I miss the social life a little bit, but not really, because that aspect of me has revisited itself. And the major thing when I miss now, that lawless society, because if you do anything when you want to, you feel flaunt wealth, you feel flaunt your armed robbery status, your kidnapping status, you feel flaunt anything on the social media, and the police don't care about it. You can't try that here. You can't do that. You're going to be questioned. You're going to be liable for it. In Nigeria, I noticed one thing as well. Let me enter this one. A lot of these blogs, a lot of sites, when somebody dies, you see accident victims. Their bodies are on blogs, their bodies are on website. You can't come to my website and see blood or a corpse, because there was an accident that happened here some years back. And then I quickly went to the area. I was snapping pictures, and the police walked up to me and said, "What do you want to do with the pictures?" I said, "I'm a journalist. I want to put it on my blog." He said, "You're going to go to jail for 2 years if you try that. You are warned. You don't take pictures at accident scenes, you understand? If you cannot help, don't take the pictures, don't put it online, you get in trouble." That's why you see that such things are done by anonymous people here. But in Nigeria, you go to blogs and websites that are responsible, you see them with dead body and all that. So maybe I miss that aspect, because I see it brings traffic to their websites, but I miss the lawless society that is Nigeria. That's it.
Josephine is asking, Stella, what's your best vacation spot?
Paris. You go Paris, the atmosphere will do you. Go just a bench from morning till night. I use the word that is coded, so nobody, not raw.
Just send it to me, explain it to me. So me, I like know everything. Are there be any questions on WhatsApp?
Yes, please. Good evening, Stella. I want to know, is it a sin to pay tithes in church?
I'm not the pastor. No, don't ask me.
Can you see where our brain, inside the whole drama, our brain will just decide to just pick one thing, and they will just hammer that thing, they will just hammer that thing.
No, please, let me answer this question. Do you know what?
Yes.
I don't. You see something, eh? In the last few years, there's this kind of revelation that has come to me. I keep wondering, what do the pastors do with the tithe money? Do they use it to help other people, or does it end with their pocket? Do you get? I question where in the Bible says we should take care of the pastors. What do they do with the tithe? You know, I have reached the point where I said to myself, instead of me to give tithe, I'm going to be a platform where I'm going to help people make up businesses. I'm going to be a platform where I'm going to help people stand on their feet. I'm not going to be giving my money to a pastor where I know that now the last bus stop where the money don't reach me, that he's not going to pass it on. That's my impression. Because abroad here, the monies that are given away in church is accountable. Government even get hand inside. You can't pocket it. If you pocket it, you will end up in jail. I don't have that belief about Nigerian. I just think my perspective has changed. Who wants to give tithe? People, but me. Instead of me to give tithe to flesh and blood like me, I will give it to somebody that needs it, and I will beg God to bless me in secret. That's all. That's me. That's what I want. That's what I want to do. I'm not telling you because that's what you should do, but that's what I want to do. That's how I'm convinced that I can be a blessing. Pastor, they collect, if 100 people they come church, pastor will collect tithes from 100 people, and you will see poor people they come church. Pastor go wear new shoe. Half of in delegation, in congregation, wear slippers. Please, let's not go there.
Now, Stella, I want to ask you, you mentioned poor people. Do you have poor people in Germany?
Of course, we have poor people in Germany, but they are taken care of by the government. You say poor person are poor person. They will still want enter road beg money, but they are well cared for. They are not left out. That's why we pay tax, because the tax money, they use it to take care of them. They give it to people who don't have jobs, who don't earn monies, you know. So it's a balanced situation. Not like in Nigeria. Even if you live abroad, you can't pay house rent. They pay for you. Not like in Nigeria where landlord could tell you to bring 2 years, do this, do that. There's a lot wrong with Nigeria. God, please, let's talk about something else. I don't want to get upset.
Somebody just asked, are you single? They want to date you. Talk about your husband, you will not agree. Talk about your husband, you will not agree. Now they toast you for my life.
I don't talk about my boyfriend now. I don't talk about husband. Who be that who wants to see?
No mind them.
Now what's up with the toast?
Somebody said, what's the difficult side of blogging? Okay, Ada, go ahead.
Hi, Stella. I like how blunt you are. Please, what was the quarrel between you and Dad Freeze? How did you guys make up? Lota from Okota.
You see, Freeze and I, we formed this bond that was so awesome. We couldn't stay without talking to each other every day. But you see, that's why now when I have friends, I protect my friends. I don't put my friends out there. Quite a few people knew that Daddy Freeze and I had formed the bond. So the back and forth began. He talks, say, not tell him this thing, he talks, say. So I think he innocently went somewhere to defend me, and he repeated something I told him, and it was presented to me in another platform, and it involved something that had to do with Linda Ikeji. So I went crazy. I went south on Freeze. Asked him. I blocked him on everywhere. I said he was gossiping me with her. I blocked him on everywhere blockable. He couldn't reach me. He went crazy. He tried to reach me. He begged. He wanted to know what he did. I punished him. I said the best way is not to tell him. I shut him out completely for 4 years. I shut him out. He was confused. He didn't know what to do. So he moved on, you know. But this year, we had a mutual friend that healed us, you know. He kind of, he talked with me and he talked with him. And I don't know who pinged who first on Instagram, but we started talking and we're still building.
For the first time, you pinged me first. Yeah. Before now, me, they always ping you first.
I'm more mature now. I'm not going to react the way I did 4 years back, and he's different. He's handling me in a better way now. He don't see jealousy not my problem.
Jealousy and pepper body. Well, let me actually tell you guys, it was Apostle Suleiman. Apostle Suleiman called me one day, said, "Why are you fighting with Stella?" I said, I gave my own side of the story. Me too, the vex. Stella, you know, Stella don't block me everywhere. I just vex. He didn't say anything. I didn't know that he was also talking to Stella. Do you know he just mended that's my brother. He's that's what I call him, a peacemaker. He settled a 4-year-old fight. He settled a 4-year-old fight that I don't swear, say if I see Stella, I don't go greet him.
I don't swear.
I'm not joking. No. Do you know that Apostle Suleiman dedicated hours to settling this fight? And he got that me and Stella can actually do live interview. May God bless Apostle Suleiman. So, all of those people that believe Daddy Freeze is always fighting with pastors, why does Daddy Freeze like Apostle Suleiman? Apostle Suleiman is giving Daddy. Apostle Suleiman has never given me 1 naira before. But for him to be able to heal a friendship that had died for 4 years and there was no hope of reconciliation, is that not contribution to my life? The fact that I can bring Stella today and you are learning from her wealth of knowledge regarding blogging, and there's, as far as I'm concerned, even me, when I finish this interview, I'm going to go and watch it again because there are many things Stella said that resonate with all of us. Stella did not speak like the Stella I knew 4 years ago. Stella don't mature. She just brought wisdom. Stella, don't leave me, don't leave me, don't leave me. Now we're supposed to say. But ladies and gentlemen,
I'd like to close with something very important.
Fantastic.
Is there any more?
No, that's all. We have 5 more minutes, so I might as well just hand over to you.
Okay, so I'm going to close. Like I said, people reach out to me sometimes, and some of them, they tell me that they graduated with 3rd class. They don't know the way forward. my story is pathetic because I got into university and was there at a time when my dad was broke financially. I basically struggled through school, and then you can imagine getting to the finals and you realize you have to sleep with some dirty old men or come out with a pass or whatever you can get. I refused to do the sleeping, so I came out with a third class. I thought a third class was people wanted to look at. But when I came out, I couldn't get a job anywhere. And anytime I say third class, people just move away from me like I had
leprosy,
rabies on my skin. Yeah, so I want to encourage you out there. Third class is not your last bus stop. Don't be frustrated. How can you want to commit suicide because you had third class? For what now? Even if you don't know book, at least you don't graduate from university. Now go ahead and try to be a better person. You fit leave the third class and look for. You fit even they do akara business. You go use that third class paper, wrap and sell to person. We go pay you well. Why am I saying this? Let my story inspire you. I'm a third class graduate, but I'm a proud one. I'm a very proud one. And I decided to develop my content and be a better person. So instead of you to sit down regretting, you are ashamed. You don't want to go and look for a job because you don't want people to know. But somebody out there might even employ you with your third class, and help you go further. Don't sit down there hiding. They fear, say, because you get third class. It's not the end of the world. The people where you don't even fear self, maybe they don't know say you get third class. Maybe they self get third class and they don't upgrade. Do you understand? Because and the problem now, self, be say even people who get first class, they know they see job because I know fit get third class finish, can't upgrade my can't stroll enter with first class, I'll come employer and make them take job. So you see, you will get third class and you will get first class. When I get problem, just be confident, be self-confident, develop yourself. You don't finish school, pass well, fine. Develop yourself and move on. This year and a year of anything can happen. Take it, become somebody. One day, me and you go to talk, we're going to greet ourselves as third class graduates. People say I shouldn't be talking about it all the time. Why not? If I can stay on the same platform with people we get 2-1, 2-2 first class, then I've made something. I'm a proud face of third class, and I remain so. Thank you. What did you even graduate with self-free?
2-2. Luckily. Let my people go. Draw.
Snap am tomorrow. Show us for Instagram.
No worry. Nah, 2-2 I take graduate. 2-2 no be grade now. 2-2 na grade. When you see first class 2-1. 2-2 na just draw.
All third class they stroke
But
thank you very much, Reese. Let me use this opportunity to say I'm excited to be your friend again, and I love you.
Oh, thank you so much, and I love you too. And you're a wonderful sister of mine, and we no go fight again by God's grace.
No, we go still fight, but we go settle well.
We go settle well, yes. We no go fight for 4 years. We no go fight for 4 years.
We must fight, but we go settle.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, whoever is listening.
Thanks to see 300 and some, almost 400 people. Thanks to everybody who's watching right now, my friend, my fool, my whatever. Thank you very much, and God bless you for supporting us. We are journalists, we need help, and things like this encourage us. Thank you very much.
Thank you
for being our back, okay?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Stella. Thank you so much. Adobe, I'm officially signing off. It's been live and dangerous with the gorgeous Adao Moeleko Motoleko.
Hi to my friends. Hi to my boyfriend.
And our guest today was Stella Dimoko Korkos. Did I get it? Did I get the...
I'm still there.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Our guest is, but we are the go. So it was Stella Dimoko Korkos. God bless you guys. Thank you for watching. The video is going to be available on my YouTube. And we'll try to put all some of the snippets together for you so you can have them available for you on Instagram tomorrow too. God bless you. Lots of wisdom. Stella, don't leave me. It was filled with wisdom. Thank you so much, everyone. God bless you all. Take care of yourselves. Adaobi, see you tomorrow.
Bye. Okay, thanks, Lord. That is Bye.
Bye.